5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
The caravan master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there. Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
He nods in your direction. Sparfell nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulder. Where would I find these berries?
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Cool. I'll go see about those berries then.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travellers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armour-clad woman who spent the journey's nights sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her, you're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayadin should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Hey guys, and welcome to Pillars of Eternity. Now, some of you who've been around a little bit longer than others might remember that I've played this game before, and I never finished it. I stopped playing it because it just wasn't getting the views. And recently, I've, after a chat with one of my mates, a guy called Andy Barker. Hey, Andy. I kind of remembered how much I enjoyed playing this game, so I came back to it because why not? If you're looking for something a bit more fast-paced, this probably isn't your bag, but it's going to be a long playthrough. Just take your time with it. Probably longer episodes, but we are a first level. See if I can remember how to play this game. We are a first level elven rogue called Elas Pelteth. We have a great sword, which doesn't seem like a particularly roguish weapon from my D&D days. I say D&D days, I'm still a D&D player. Okay, I'm going to leave those open because I can't quite remember how to play this game. Tab? Yep, tab brings up all of the... And it's not right clicking, it's left. Okay, cool.
Why not?
Steal all of the things. I'm a rogue, I must be...
There,
yep,
done.
Must be pretty good at this.
Huh?
Okay, so we'll steal all of the things. And we'll go and have a chat with
Anyone
Heoden.
need supply?
You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't quite gotten used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic travelling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Well, let's see what we've got. Okay, so as a rogue, I'm kind of thinking... Because I played a little bit of this game, I kind of know a bit about what I'm doing-ish. I don't necessarily want Elas here to have a greatsword. It just seems like a strange thing to have. So, we are going to go with a dagger. We don't have a rapier anyway, do we? Oh no, we do have there is a rapier there. We're gonna go with the sword, and I really want to pick up this this hunting bow, but that's more than we've got money. So I'm gonna ditch that. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Minor endurance. Actually, you know what? I'm going to sell a lot of this stuff because I'll pick up better at some point anyway. And I'll take more lockpicks. Okay, there we go. So we'll have two weapon sets for him. We've got the sword with the dagger, and then her. I'm thinking I might replace. Although she's double-handed fighting, isn't she? So I'll give her the great sword on top there. Weapons. She's got scale armor. I've got brigandine. Okay, cool. Let's. Oh, she hasn't moved anywhere. So let's have a look around then. Sparfell. We're meant to chat with him, aren't we?
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Okay, cool. Well, nice of you to, you know, put a bit of a rush on for me. Okay, party AI. Corpse is cold to the touch and a ripe smell wafts from it in putrid waves. Apparently it's looters. Or it might be looters. So we'll take his things. We'll ignore that dead body there and we'll wander across the river. Oh, there we go. Trying to remember what fast mode is. Nothing around here. That can go away.
This is recent. Not good.
But we can take his booze, which is good. Footprints around the campfire are indistinct and may have been here for days or longer. Let's get used to left clicking everything. Okay, so it's not around here. Still got to find those berries so that I don't die. You know, the important things.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Let's ignore what you just said and head down here, because I kind of want to see if there's... There we go. Burned lady. Don't know what burned lady is, but I'm sure we'll find out. Okay. Let's fight some things then. She's going to launch herself in. You're going to swap out to that and start shooting. You can... What are your abilities again? Second wind, which is... Okay, so that's more endurance. And knockdown. Okay, so we're going to use knockdown. What have I got? Crippling strike. Yep, we may as well.
What you need?
That's wonderful. You know what? I think I'm starting to learn all this stuff now anyway, so I'll remember all this stuff now.
Ha! Got him!
Whoa! We jibbed him. That was brutal. It's literally nothing left. I say literally. Well, there is literally nothing left now. I hear you're a pretty good hunter. Don't tell Sparfellow he'd run his mouth clear to Gilded Vale trying to convince you how much better he is. Okay, what do we do then? I used to hunt monsters for a living. No, I spent a lot of time living on my own in the wilderness. Yeah? How is it you had to come here? I wore out my welcome and they ran me off the land. I am a rogue, so that makes sense. I know what that feels like. You can't trust anyone, can you? Kalisha breathes in her surroundings. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Raedric's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle like the rest of the lot? Nah, I'm just passing through. That's usually the case with the big city. Just a little ways further up the same road. Where you headed? Somewhere I can make some money. Or steal some money. I am a rogue after all. I think I'm going to continue on to the city, see where that takes me. Closest one is Defiance Bay, the capital. A few days out. Got its nice places and its not so nice places, same as any city. But the Duke is a good man as I hear it. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odemeril, give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Why are you here? Kalisha sighs unevenly, her eyes search the ground at her feet. My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried. But that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out. And that's got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in Ixomitl. But I'll do anything for her. She's a much better woman than I am. So I'm here and we'll see. Odemer I've worked with before. He doesn't usually drive a route this way, but he's doing it for me. Go on then, tell me about yourself. I've got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Deerwood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. I've got a brother in Ruatai and another in Adir. My sister in Gilded Vale, she's the only real homebody. What can you tell me about the Deerwood? I'm not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the Adir Empire. Broke off after a war some years back. The locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. I've been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird kinds of things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess. A lot of them. Been going on for years now, but somehow it's getting worse. With an uneasy tremor in her voice, she adds, I'll have to ask my sister more about that. Okay, let's get back to the camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfell's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like when he feels like it. We should check up on him first, slap him around a little. The stream's just down that way. Come on, let's go get your water.
Eh?
Come on then. Let's head back up the way. There's nothing on this side. So it must be across the river.
What a surprise. Sparfel went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Kalisha waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. You've gained an item. Out of the trees emerges Sparfell, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait, his stride wobbly as he moves towards you with laboured breath.
Sparfel? Are you alright?
Sparfell's toe catches on a rock and he collapses forward in a heap, the feathered shaft and an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag.
Ambush!
Okay then, time for you both to die. Okay, what are you armed with? You look like you've got a bow. So let's get you stuck in there. Let's get you your other weapon and crack into the hunter. You can knock him down.
Yeah.
Crack right in there with that crippling strike. You can just beat down on that guy.
Let's go.
Okay, he's dead. Let's move across the second one, who's now on fire. Man, he's getting railed. And he's on fire again. He's not having a fun time, is he? Okay, so...
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
But first we have to loot the bodies. Any RPG player worth his salt knows you loot the bodies.
Sure.
And consequences be damned. Okay, so we've got another one. Let's just run in and fight him.
Let's.
Wow, beasting this guy. Okay. Oh, wait, we loot the body. Ah! Is that Hayden dead? All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travellers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kalisha puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapour. A handful of dark figures stands above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe with a thick neck tasseled with knots. Thick neck, thick knee, thick beard. One of them, towering and severe with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognise as Hayden, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. Why have you done this? You've trespassed in places with no mortal man is worthy. You are trespassers and plunderers all, and we will see this outrage avenged. So I say again, lay down your arms. Don't trust us, they mean to kill us all. We're in a... Okay, now how do we go about this? Courage is a mask, none of use. So I'm basically thick, so I don't know the rest of them. I don't know anything about intellect, resolve, athletics. I don't even have athletics 1. Okay. Your courage is a mask. None of you has yet slain a true warrior. Yeah, we'll go with that. The man's brow creases, questioning. We have killed many trespassers like you. Your kills are sloppy. The wounds on these people are inefficient and off target. This is the work of untested men accustomed to carelessness. Yeah, I know what. Let's just annoy the guy who's going to kill Hayden. The man bares his teeth. He looks at Hayden, helpless, his eyes shut tight for the killing blow. The man spits. We'll see whose courage is a mask. He shoves Hayden towards you. As he does, the man rakes his blade against Hayden's torso. Hayden screams and stumbles forward, a wide gash in his clothing beginning to bloom crimson. The man sets his feet to engage you, his axe raised high. Okay, well, let's kill this scum then. Who's Hayden? There we go. So he's got blinding strike, so we'll crack that in there. We'll swap out to the bow and take on the hunter, and you are going to run in and knock him down. Crippling strike. Oh wow, we just ended that guy. Oh. Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise, his companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choking sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good, good, the gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin where it pierces you, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across chest and bowel, Odema's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
And we sprint. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Heoden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of your fallen attackers, who has been feigning death, lunges for Heoden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Heoden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you. From your position, you would have a good chance of hitting your mark. So we're going to fire at the attacker. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Heoden loose. Lurching to his feet, Heoden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it, securing his other hand. You pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked out of their sockets. They hold just long enough for Heoden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There is a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your chest, as though it would shake the marrow of your bones. With each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight.
Was that?
A Bewick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
Heoden's jaw tightens. He nods. Okay, let's have a look in.
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
What happened out there? Kalisha shakes her head. Windstorm. Of a kind they only get in Glanfath. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The Glanfathan word is Bewick. To them it's the gods' way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? Who attacked us? Glanfathans. Those would be the hut dwellers Odema warned you about. Look to be fangs of Galawain, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They go ruin to ruin looking for fights with colonists. Poor Odema. I think he half expected this once we lost the main road. The Glanfathans said we trespassed in the ruins. I don't believe that. Odema would never allow it. But as much as the fangs are hotheads, Glanfathans don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something and got the wrong idea, or... She glances down the passage beyond. Or there's looters in here with us. That's not something we need right now. What about everybody else in our caravan? Kalisha's lips press tight together and her chin rumples. Her voice is faint. The wheel's got a hold of them now. She looks up. Gods grant them better luck in their next lives. You don't seem too upset about all this. Kalisha looks you in the eye, a volatile current running beneath her voice. Maybe you just don't know me enough to know what upset looks like. And maybe I've seen worse and kept on walking because there's nothing else to be done, and because there's other people who care about there's other people you care about who still need you. Okay, well, let's get going. Hayden takes a step forward and his knee buckles, but before anyone can catch him, he stumbles to the ground, his cheek striking the time-worn cobbles. On unsteady legs, he claws his way up the wall and back to his feet, but his stance is shaky, like a sailor walking on land after a time at sea.
Could we maybe stay here and rest a few hours? I've lost some blood. It seems quiet off to the left. Might be a place to rest there.
I hate to say this, but we can't afford to stay put. Those Glonfathens were riled about something. Could be we got company in here. Looters will be armed and ready to kill, and there's probably a lot of them. We can't be caught sleeping in their beds.
Please, I just need to lie down for a while. Then we can move as fast as you want.
Maybe you didn't hear me. We are gonna die in here if we don't get moving and get this place figured out before the looters come back. We've either got to find the exit or a damn good place to hide.
So they both make good points. He does need to lie down, and we could probably take whatever, but... No, we're going to let him rest.
This will be the end of us. No offense, but there's people out there I'd much rather die for.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, let's see what happens then.
Someone else has been here. We should move.
Okay, yeah, someone has been in here, so we're just going to continue. Sorry, Auden. I feel like I lied to you now. Okay, let's head this way. Oh! A trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobby elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognise it as a Zaurip. It watches you curiously, breathing in ragged sighs. I'll tear you to pieces, lizard! Raise your arms and stand still. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. The creature sniffs around you and finds nothing of interest. It steps back and resumes its defensive posture. It's okay, I won't hurt you. The Zaurip recoils, fingers still wrapped tightly around its spear. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. Yeah, it doesn't really care, does it? I'll tear you to pieces, lizard. The Zaurip's eyes narrow as it hisses at you. It lunges, raising the spear. So what we're going to do is, we are going to crippling strike it. You're just going to run in, hammer it. And you're going to do something very similar to Talisha. Poor little thing. I did try to make friends with it. It just didn't care.
Yeah?
Okay, let's carry on moving then. Can't remember what stealth mode is. Oh, Alt.
My eyes are peeled.
It seems to make a lot of sense that we,
Wait. Do you hear that?
Oh? Okay, cool. Let's head this direction then.
Those tiles look suspicious. Let's be careful.
Oh, spaceman. I forgot what starting over was. Trap detected. Okay, well, let's just ignore that then.
Would you look at this?
Let's go through the doorway.
That roundish symbol. I'm pretty sure I saw it on one of the tiles back there.
Use the torch to light the brazier. Flames kindle in the swiftly in the brazier, winding their way upwards. Okay, well, let's just go and do that with all of them then. And what's up here? This mural must be ancient. Yes, the colours are still colours are still vivid and bright. Oh, come on, man. It shows a procession of Engwithians from all the Kith races: Aumau, Elf, Orlan, Dwarf, and Human. They walk among the pillars, similar to the ones that span this chamber, each one topped with a flame. Okay, cool. Is there anything else? In fact, let's stealth because I want to find. If there's any secrets, I want to find them. Well, let's continue. Can I use these braziers? No, they must be pillars. Oh, something to fight. A lesser black ooze. I'll tell you what, let's just fight the thing. Let's not worry too much about abilities.
Yeah?
Winner! So let's take all of the things. What's that? Poleaxe.
Where'd that slime come from?
Viscous and oily, this muck clings to anything it touches. A viscous slick of something dark and tar-like runs down this wall. The shapes and bulges in the ooze suggest that something lies beneath it, but you can't tell what. Use the water skin to clear off the ooze. You rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding it is chipped away in places, but the details of its head, from the tight curls of hair to the ridges of its pointy ears, still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty. A gem fills the other. I'll place the gem in the other eye socket then. The chamber begins to rumble, stray rocks dancing across the tile floor. Finally, a large section of the wall gives way. Oh. It's exactly the same. We'll just jump in and do the same thing we did before. Man, I'm dealing some damage. Oh, we've got a thing. Oh! Okay, we'll take that cloak of protection then. So let's wear that. Get in, look at me. Looking like a bamf. Do I want to give Howden anything? Because he's just running around with two daggers at the moment. Give him that.
Yeah?
Is there anything else? Nope, there is nothing else.
Be quiet.
Nothing that I can tell. Okay, cool. Let's head back here then. Drink some of me coffee.
Found something.
Okay. Okay, I'm curious.
How can I
am
help?
really curious now. So it seems the lit up ones.
Look.
The lit up ones are the ones that I'm meant to avoid. Because I want to see what comes across. What's across here? Nothing, apparently. Can't do anything. Oh no! No! You're gonna go that way. You are just going to hope that you don't die.
What you need?
Oh my goodness, thank you. Nobody was hurt. So that means that trap's
help?
gone, which is good. So we're gonna head back over here.
What you need?
And I want to see if there's anything I can do with this. Like, is that... Okay, cool. So there's nothing I can really do with
What
that
you
wall.
need?
Let's get Hayden back.
How can I
Let's get
help?
Hayden back across here then. Pause, because I think she's heading there. Yep, okay, cool. So that's that.
Huh?
We're going to do the same. Swap
you
back
need?
to you.
Would you look at this?
Fresh air in here. I think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm path, too.
Tremendous. Let's
They'll never know
sneak
I'm here.
everybody. And we'll attack. Well, we made short work of that spider. Hell's teeth. Does it have anything I can pick up? Apparently not. Okay, so we can go straight ahead, or we can head... I'll tell you what, let's head down this way first. Explore this whole area.
Scout ahead. See what's around the corner.
Well, if you're offering. Huh. Okay, so there's a thing there. A Skulder Whelp. So let's bring
Huh?
Stay quiet.
these two up. You're probably going to be the one to attack first. So what I'll do is I'll move you a
Got
little
it.
bit forward. Move
How can I help?
you a little bit forward.
Huh?
And then, okay, let's pause. You're going to crippling strike. You're going to sprint forward. In fact, no. Let's keep you where you are for the time being. Let's move you a little bit forward. And then everybody go for it. Oh, okay. That was a lot easier to kill than I was expecting. Let's take his ear. I think this just
No
takes us
problem.
back where we've been, like, but let's use a hammer and chisel to weaken the wall. A crackle runs along this wall from floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. Use the hammer. You set to work. The crack lengthens and widen from your... the cracks lengthen and widen from your efforts, but the process is more taxing than you expected. Sweat beads your forehead and your muscles begin to wake. Let's just carry on. After several long moments, you begin to see light at the other side of this. At the other side, with one final tap, several blocks of stone shift, then tumble loose, clearing a gap just wide enough to pass through. Like I say, I think. Okay, so we've got a Skulder Whelp to deal with. This doesn't seem to be too big a thing. Let's take his ear. Oh. Oh, got a hatchet. Yeah, we've been this way, so we'll head up here. And that'll be us. Wait. Oh no! No, they went the wrong way! The party has died. And I can't remember loading at any or saving at any point. Okay, so we made it. We made it back. Let's kill this spiderling. Pick up all of the things. Bats as large as chickens are strung up in the web. Hell's teeth. Explore everything before we head out. I think that's everything.
Stay quiet.
Seems to be. Cool. Oh. Let's sneak. Four figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst in what appears to be a human body, colourless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The man closest to the machine stands out amongst them. A thick grey beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you have ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with true protrusions that jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Okay. For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then all at once it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing away the last thoughts into a black, unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. As far as at the far end, a great pillar of adra pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours. They seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions. Pressing questions, troubling answers. Pressing questions, troubling questions. Questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now, you see a man in with a thick grey beard and ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking toward him now, at a pace that is hurried while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him. One question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. You awaken to find your malaise is broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, and when you turn to look, you see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tick. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. Heoden and Kalisha lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Vale may be your last hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Okay, so my friends are all dead. That's sad. I do like Kalisha and Heoden. Oh, hello. This is a little creepy, by the way, having all this playing in me ears. Oh, wait, there's something back there. This massive structure is formed of stone, ardra, and copper and covered in strange glyphs. The air around it vibrates with unnatural energy. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh. That person's about to be burned, by the looks of it. Oh, that's not nice. Hell's teeth. No, don't want to go there yet. I want to go and pick this. Okay, let's head to the Valewood. But I think I'm going to do that next time. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I love this game, and I'm really looking forward to getting to bits that I haven't seen and that you guys haven't seen yet. I'm really excited for this. I love this game. I really, really do. And if you do, if you're enjoying it, let me know in the comments down below. I'm kind of, yeah, just let me know what you think. Anyway, thank you very much. If you've enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.